so I am back. I stopped the game and I came for the battery. I didn't actually record that part. Here's the battery. Is right here. So you get here, and this dude, bulky, helps chambers go up here for the battery, and two plague crawler thingies come here. So you kill them. I just used the rocket launcher. I think I'm not gonna be able to finish the game, and I don't want to restart it. I'm gonna try it and try it and try it. I'll probably record like 10-15 minutes of this, and then I'll try to finish the game. Because if I am correct, I mean, I went through the whole freaking map. This is the last area. I mean, there's nothing else to check, there's nothing else to do. So if I'm correct, this is gonna be the last boss. And I think I am fucked because I just have like 2 healing this. So I think I'm fucked, to be honest with you. This is the only healing I have, these two. He has this stuff. 12 acid rounds, 6 normal rounds, 7 napalm ones, 4 this there. Actually, I'm going to give him this. So she has 128 bullets for the handgun, just the one magnum bullet, and 1 Hilamadud for each one of them, plus the battery. And I don't have anything else. This is literally everything I have. And I don't know if we're gonna make it, to be honest. I really don't know. I'm assuming that big bad boss, that looks like a girl, guy, kind of leech boss man thingy, is gonna be in the place where all the sewer is flowing and stuff. I really don't know, to be honest with you. So
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
Oh, really? How bad is the freaking system here for this shit? Okay, you, my dude, you're going here. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Okay. Treatment plant basement 9. How? How? So yeah, I realize now that it is not going to be where I thought it was. But have no idea where this is. This is the elevator. Okay. This is where the thingamadoodie was. A little big cloth bitch was at. Because this is the thingy, the stairs. So this is the door that leads to the other door that leads to the other door that is actually blocked. So I don't even remember seeing this door, to be honest with you. Basement 9. So how the hell do we get to basement 9? That's
Follow me.
Okay.
That's the whole thingy. How? Okay, really? You're just gonna stand there like an idiot? Wait, so we are... in basement 7. So that's on the other side. I'm actually gonna cut it here and see you guys when I find wherever we are going to, because I have no idea. guessing that this is gonna be the last stand because it's the last room that we have to explore. We finally made it. So it's here. So I am guessing that this is the last stand. I don't know. Because why would there be a save room down there? Well, anyway, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna mute the microphone.
Welcome, young ones. So glad you have joined the party. You are the guests of honor. After all, it's your wake.
Who are you? Dr. Marcus?
No, you can't be. What's going on?
10 years ago, Spencer had me assassinated.
Oh, time to die, Doctor.
I will take over your research.
Wesker, Birkin.
However, something wondrous happened. It took the T-virus inside of my queen years to procreate my new life.
I live. Now I will have my revenge on Umbrella, and the world will burn in an inferno of hate.
You'll pay for what you've done.
We'll see which one of us is gonna die.
Gotta be fucking with me. Okay, so we killed that worm thingy. Took a lot of shots, but we killed it.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
a shit ton of things. No, actually, who should use it? Let's see. Let's grab those. Okay. Really? Okay, so that's that. There are 2 sprays here. Okay. So this guy's gonna get one of the sprays. And she's gonna get plants, mix them. Oh, come on. Okay, so let's... Shit. Okay. Recording the previous battle, but it was just you acting as Tiny, running all around the room, avoiding the little thingy and shooting it to hell and curing this guy. This dude is the real action hero. She's just like the +/1, not plus. So let's equip her with that. I don't know if I should give him the gun, because this is 8 and 9. The other one is 150. I'm gonna risk it. If not, I'll reload it and gonna change it, like, you know. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. If this is anything like Dino Crisis, then we are not done yet. So let's fight.
What?
Second version of a
It's the Queen!
monster. Yeah.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Who activated the self-destruct system?
Come on, can't this thing move any faster? Shit!
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately.
There we go. Oh, it's not dead yet?
Billy! Can't handle sunlight. We need to open the windows!
Follow me. You work on the windows.
Got it.
I'll use my charm to distract Her Majesty.
Gate operation manual.
The
Why the
self-destruct
music?
system has been
I have a Portuguese
activated.
emergency forward
All
procedure.
personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Which must be activated in the source, so west side, northwest side, so east side, west side. Okay, so what do I do? Do I turn it or do I distract the fucking thing?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Okay, that's one.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
That's two. We're missing two more. Come on, baby girl, you can do it. You can do it.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Let me see if I can actually. Okay, yes.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Okay. One more. One more to go, baby girl. One more to go, little tiny girl. Come on. Do it. Come on, girl. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it.
The self-destruct system has been
Yes, 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 yes. Go, 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 girl. I can waste all my bullets so I can attract this shit. I can attract this shitty monster. Come on. Yeah! We're done, baby! We're fucking done! I gotta say, I'm never playing this game again. Ever. This game is going to the garbage bin.
Billy!
Hey, Queenie! Feast on this!
I thought we had to... That I saw shoes in this. What the hell did it...
Billy!
Rebecca, hurry!
What the hell exploded? Oh, I get it. That was the auto-destruct thingy. Okay. Bye, crappy game.
Hey, that must be the old mansion that Enrico was talking about. I guess it's time to say goodbye. Officially, Lieutenant Billy Cohen is dead.
Yeah, I'm just a zombie now.
Oh my. She really is a teenager, even the way she walks.
Thank you, Rebecca.
You know, when I had her without any guns, after I loaded before I started the recording, you know, stupid me. But anyway, I had her without any equipped guns, and she walks like the girl in Clock Tower, you know, with her hands like that, like, oh, I'm terrified, and oh my god, she's such a little brat that, oh god. She got into something that was way above her. Okay, I am going to see if we can get ahead of this. Yes. Because I hated it. Kills 133, shots 648, recoveries 28, saves 39, time 11:55. Of course it was going to be rank D. This game sucks ass. You fucking kidding me? I'm not gonna play anything else. No Resident Evil 0. No, no, no. Thank you. No. Not gonna happen. No replayability at all because the game is stupid. So here's my point of view. 2016. Which games were burned in 2016? Shut. I'm just going to put start so that we don't get the freaking video. Okay, so games 2016. Where was I was already here. So 2016. What games? What games? Well, even before that, I mean, well, it's Konami. That was my dog. It's Konami. So Konami. Not Konami, Capcom. So yeah, they're not the best company out there. But anyway, games that were already out in 2016: Grand Theft Auto 5, The Witcher. I believe The Witcher was already out because that came out where when I was in Canada. So yeah, The Witcher was out. There is so many things that they could have improved in the game instead of just making it look better, but with the same gameplay as the original. They made a wonderful job. As I said before in one of my previous videos, I played like 5-10 minutes of Resident Evil 2. I played like 5 minutes, just the intro and a little bit from Resident Evil 1. I played the about I don't know until you meet Carlos and Resident Evil 3. They all play really good. They have a way better system. Resident Evil 1, I don't know if you get more space or not, and that will kind of suck, but I was used to that with Silent Hill 2, The Room, and stuff like that, so it's not that. It's everything together. It's the very little space without any chance to improve it, even by 2 slots. And, like, they are a tactical team. They are supposed to have, like, vests with pockets and whatever. I mean, a little bit more space would have been appreciated. And then those little, they're not glitches, they are just bad, I don't know, bad system of picking up things, like the radius of the pick up. I don't remember, there's circle, square, where you step and you can actually pick something, and if you are like a centimeter away from that little circle in the programming of the game, of course, you cannot pick it up, or you fall or whatever. So, Nadia. So before I continue, you will see when I get my green screen and I start recording the webcam, you will see her all the time behind me. She gets in the back of the couch and she sits or she leans on me and stuff like that. So you're gonna see her a lot in the video. She's gonna be like the plus one of all my videos because whenever I start talking a lot in the microphone, she starts getting up and and getting all mushy and stuff like just now when she's getting close to the microphone as if she wants to talk in the microphone as well, right? But anyway, uh, the radius that you get to pick up stuff is crap. I mean, you are over the stuff or you are besides the stuff and you cannot pick it. You need to move and move and move and move to be able to pick the shit. The aiming. If you're gonna do auto aim, and of course I had heard this game was bad, so I came with a grain of salt. I wasn't even really sure if I should have bought the game, but it was on discount, as I said before. 0, 1, 2, and 3 were on discount, and then I missed the discount for 4, 5, and 6, which was a very good discount, and they had it like tonight, and then next day in the morning when I knew that I was going to have the money, I went and tried to buy it, and it was already full price. Oh, shame on me. But anyway, it wasn't a discount. That's why I bought it, and I really appreciate the discount and everything. But this game sucks. He's I knew it was bad, but as I said before, the auto aim. If you're gonna put auto aim, make it work. It's not 2002. If it was PlayStation 1, like when I get the emulator and I want to play an oldie like Dino Crisis 2, like Silent Hill, it's understandable that it's not going to be perfect because it's a really old game. I mean, I was a kid when Silent Hill and Dino Crisis came out. I was a kid. I was, I don't know, 10, 12 years old. So yeah, I understand that. I understand that this was an old game as well. It was GameCube. It's not the best thing ever, but still, I mean, it's a remake. They made it in 2016, and there are games out there, like I said, Grand Theft Auto 5. The auto aim in Grand Theft Auto 5 is like you're not even playing. I mean, you need to cover and stuff like that, but you use the auto aim, and it's like the game shoots for you. So if you're going to use auto aim in a game, it needs to be accurate. You need to put a little finesse on that. If you're going to use auto aim and you're like in the rocket launcher, the guns, you can see that you're not pointing towards a zombie with the auto aim, and it still hits it. But with a rocket launcher, well, not rocket launcher, I keep saying rocket launcher, the grenade launcher. With a grenade launcher, you try to do the auto aim. I mean, I have it activated in the game, or I didn't deactivate it actually. So you aim, and it's supposedly, quote unquote, aiming against a zombie or whatever, and it doesn't hit it. So why do you have an auto aim that is a magnet for bullets when you have a gun or a shotgun, and then for the grenade launcher, it doesn't work like that? If you're gonna do it right. If you're not gonna do it, then don't give auto aim. Of course, this game would suck even more without auto aim because you cannot see where they are. It's at a fixed camera angle. The only game I have ever liked that is a fixed camera angle, besides the Silent Hill series, but that's not so much action oriented. It's more like hide away or run from evil. So the only game where I liked fixed camera angles, but it was more of a cinematic experience, was Until Dawn. That's the freaking only game. Only those games like Until Dawn, like and I don't remember if that was fixed camera. I think not. Uh, Downpour or not Downpour. It's a Silent Hill, I believe. Um, Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain. I don't remember if it was fixed camera. I think it was. But I mean, if it's going to be a game like that, if it's going to be an interactive story, even if you have different possible endings and whatever, it's an interactive story. It's like you're watching a movie. It's cinematic. That's understandable. That's cool. That was actually very cool. And they actually did a good job with that. I mean, of course, this is Sony. Even if Sony didn't make it directly, it's a product that was a Sony exclusive, and Sony always wants, well, PlayStation always wants their things to be good. Even games that have received bad reviews, like the Dying Light, no, Days Gone. Even those games are better than games that are average from other companies. So my point is, if it's not going to be an interactive story, and you're gonna have auto aim, and you're gonna have a fixed camera, make it work. Otherwise, it's gonna be as annoying as this game was. I honestly hated the game. I had fun calling Tiny Tiny and Bulky Bulky and seeing that they had different dresses, even though I didn't change them much. I just had the skimpy versions. But it was interesting. It was fun. I don't even know if the story is what do you call it, relevant for the rest of the games, because it seems like it's a standalone story. The only thing that I saw regarding the other games that I noticed is the dogs, because I know there are dogs all over the place in all the other Resident Evils, and the mention of the mansion. Mention of the mansion. Yeah, you get my drift. I didn't intend it for it to rhyme. But anyway, the mention of the mansion at the end, you saw the mansion and stuff. And I do believe it, don't quote me on that because as I said, I didn't play the game. But I remember reading somewhere that the Becca appears in, I don't know if it's towards the end of Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 2, but she appears and then she appears on Resident Evil 5 or 6, I don't remember. But I mean, the story is the only thing I play this game for because it was extremely annoying, and I am going to be really pissed off if I wasted a week of my time playing a game for a story that has nothing to do with the other games. Really pissed off. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game and everything, but I am really, really picky in this sort of thing. If I don't like a game, I simply don't play it. I stop playing it. It happened with games. I'm gonna give it another shot, but it happened with games like We Happy Few. I played like 20 minutes to an hour. It was a long time ago, and I didn't like it that much, so I stopped playing the game. And it happens a lot. Like the American story, Alan Wake. Alan Wake. The first game was awesome, and I actually want to play it again sometime. It was really cool. And then the second one, the American Tale or American Dream or something like that, came out. I played like 10 minutes and I was like, nope, this game's not for me. So I am really picky. And when I'm playing a game just because of the story and the story is not connected, believe me, I'm gonna be super pissed. It's not gonna make any difference for me, for you, or for Capcom, but it's a pain in my brain. I'm gonna be regretting this shit forever. So yeah, that's my honest opinion of the game. It really sucked. They As far as I remember, because I saw a cousin of mine playing this game in GameCube, and I just saw a little bit because it was Christmas, and they confiscated his GameCube, and he did because he needed to be with the family and he didn't want to, as usual with him. But yeah, I saw him play a little bit of this game in GameCube, and it doesn't seem like the mechanics are any different from GameCube to this game. Don't quote me on that because I didn't play it and I wasn't paying that much attention to it. But on the end of the day, the system for inventory and shooting and the camera angles, it sucked. It really sucked. It made the game that I couldn't actually enjoy properly. And I get pissed off, and you're gonna hear me and see me in the future, just like right now, screaming my ass out, getting pissed off, making a tantrum. But even like that, I enjoy the games like The Witcher. The Witcher in Death March mode. Man, I got pissed. I broke two PS4 controllers with that game, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting angry. So when a game actually makes you angry, but you are actually enjoying being angry with the game, that game is gold. That game is a good game. When a game pisses you off to the point that you are begging for the game to end and that you never want to touch that stupid game again, that's a bad game. And this was a horrible game. And I am going to put my comments in Metacritic. I'm going to start doing that whenever I play a game. But yeah, I mean, this game was really annoying. But anyway, enough of me ranting, enough of me talking shit about the game, because I have practically nothing good to say about the game, to be honest with you. It was annoying. I don't know if the story's good. Anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting, and this is gonna be the end of the video. Right now, I do believe I am going to continue with Resident Evil 1. I am going to think I'm going to have my breakfast, and I am either going to continue with Resident Evil 1, or maybe I will move to a small game. I have a couple of indie games, and maybe I will even go to Metro Exodus. As I said in the beginning of the previous video, I believe it was the previous video. I started recording, quote unquote, and I was blabbering about how excited I was, and I was like a little kid with the game, so excited about the beginning, so excited about the system, because when a game has a good system, you want it to keep that good system. And even though some, and I say just some because it wasn't all of them, it wasn't most of them, it was some, people didn't like the systems in Metro 2033 and 2034, I actually enjoyed it a lot. So seeing how it's very similar in Metro Exodus was like, well, I acted like a little kid. So this reaction I just had was like an hour of quote unquote recording just for me to say, okay, I'm going to end up this video, give my pretended outro, and realizing that I didn't start the recording. And then I thought, okay, I am like a little kid with this game, and I enjoy this game. And I sometimes answer to the NPCs in Russian and stuff like that, and my reactions are awesome in this game, I believe. I believe because I'm not really that expressive, or at least I think I'm not that expressive. That's why I didn't even think of recording with the webcam. Plus, I'll have to have the light on, and I love to play video games with the light off. But anyway, that's a different story. Um, that's why I didn't think of recording gameplay with my camera, and why I didn't bought a green screen and stuff. And I don't want you to see my World War mess in here. So it's like a civil war in here in my apartment. So I need to get the green screen. So I was thinking maybe I won't play Exodus. I'll suffer for a little longer because I really want to play that game. And I'll record my gameplay with the camera included so that you can actually see me and I can scare you more than the hunter, sorry, and the what was that? The demons and stuff. So yeah, that might take a little bit, but yeah, this was that, and I might play. I mean, I have a ton of games in my backlog, like Under the Woods or Beyond the Woods or something like that. Is a game of Nordic mythology, like a survival horror or something similar, something like Call It. I don't remember the name. Through the Woods, something like that. I have another horror game that is called Not Now, something like that, or It's Enough. Something like that. It's a small indie game, and I have a couple of other games that I have not played. I have to play also the A Plague's Tale, Innocence, A Plague's Tale, something like that, because I played part of it before. I started playing it and I played, I would say, I don't know how long it is, but I would say about the third of the game, and I didn't continue. So if I'm gonna play it, I'd rather record it. So I have several games I want to record. So just keep tuned. Oh, also the Star Wars game. I was so excited. I bought it and I didn't play it. And whenever I think I'm gonna play it, I'm like, yes, that would be awesome, but I'd rather play this game now. Oh yeah, let's go back. I feel like going back to Skyrim. Oh yeah, let's go to Star Wars. Yeah, let's go to Fallout instead. So yeah, I am like that, and I have like I don't know, 50 games in my collection. From those, I have played like 10, 15 at the most. Maybe I have even more. I don't remember because I keep buying and buying and buying whenever I have the chance and whenever they are discounted. So yeah, I have plenty to record and plenty to show you guys. So don't worry for any content for those that have subscribed already because I will keep uploading things. And now I am once again going to stop ranting. Thank you very much for showing up. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you like, please subscribe to the channel because that would also be a big help to me. I am just starting and I am going to continue. I'm not going to say I'm not going to continue because I play video games anyway, so why not recording them and upload them? So yeah, if you subscribe, that would be a really big help. And if you do subscribe, there is that little bell button so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video, which will be most days after 10 p.m. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you guys later.